Welcome to Brandon, a school for boys. Boys who, for the first time in their life, find themselves with opportunities to feel safe and to grow.
You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. You belong somewhere you feel free.
This is a group of kiddos who have been dealt a bad hand of cards. They've seen a lot of trauma, and they come to us really kind of as survivors. What we're about here is teaching kids how to broaden their social behavioral repertoire by developing verbal skills and social skills and interactive skills.
There's no such thing as a bad kid, and we do our best to support the kids make different decisions than they've made up until this point. And hopefully they'll make some better choices in the future and be able a little bit healthier and wholer than they were when they first walked in the door.
I had a student who was one of my favorite students, also probably one of my most challenging students. Sometimes the difficult ones are the ones that you invest in very deeply. And we worked very closely with his public school system to transition him back to his school system. And actually, I had the pleasure of seeing him a few weeks ago. He came to visit. He had received an award from the Native Rotary and was going to be starting college, going to UMass Amherst. He played football in Native public schools and ended up doing great. He looked fabulous. So it was nice to be able to see the success and to see what a fine young man he developed into.
I'll give you the resi point of view because I work in the residential, and I think we provide a lot of structure for the young people, helping them to manage a daily schedule in a household and be responsible for themselves and their own property, their space, their clothes, shoes, their hygiene. We provide a lot of structure that most of these kids haven't gotten.
We've developed a new specialty, working with kids with fire setting issues.
We, for example, are perhaps the best center in the country for serving kids whose behavior is setting fires. And that's something that came about by getting some kids years ago that had set some serious fires and some staff that were really interested in working with them, and over the years developing tremendous expertise in this area.
We learned years ago that we have to diversify. Kids referred for longer-term treatment are becoming fewer and fewer. We're back to doing more short-term work. Diagnostic assessments, crisis stability, that sort of thing.
Experience has been great, helped me out a lot. My therapist has helped me out, my caseworkers helped me out, Rebecca's helped me out. A lot of people have helped me here, helped me graduate, helped me get a full-time job. That's experience has been overall very good.
It feels very good. It feels like you've achieved something for 4 years, sticking to what your goal, which is to move on from high school and go to college.
So you're going to go to college?
Yes.
I'm 11 years old. I come from Westport. I'm good at drawing, math, and reading, and kind of good at dancing. I spin on my head.
My favorite subject is math because there's a whole bunch of I have to write so many numbers, I could just sleep right through it.
I'm a very long-term kid at this program. I've been at the fire service program at House 1, and we do very detailed stage work from triggers and work on patterns and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed my experience here, but I've had a lot of ups and downs, and I've gotten through a lot of them, and I'm going home very soon.
The most important lesson I've learned is that family is a priority. It's top, you know, something you really want. If you have a family that cares about you, you want to make sure you keep them in your life, because they can help, you know. Family, you know, it's important to keep people by you that, you know, care about you, people that'll be there for you no matter what. There's a lot of people here that love to help kids, you know. They're here for everybody else.
Well, we got reading, we got writing, we got math, we got social studies, the basketball court.
You had to learn to take the good with the bad. At first it's scary, very scary, because you think you're losing your son. You don't realize you're not losing him. It's like the very beginning of time, because, well, whether you knew it or not, you didn't have your son. But now all of a sudden you find out you do have your son. I've got William back. I've had William now for 2 years. And it's been great. And because of the therapy and with Melissa and learning how to listen and learning to open my heart instead of my brain all the time, you know, it's helped.
Brandon creates a diverse environment which is safe, respectful, nurturing, supportive,
tolerant, and positive for all.
We provide the highest quality residential, educational, case management, medical, and clinical services.
At Brandon, we efficiently manage program resources while holding each other accountable for managing our own responsibilities.
Brandon utilizes the expertise and talents of all staff and fosters professional growth.
Our goal is to emphasize individual growth while promoting positive social attitudes.
Instill a sense of pride in the Brandon community.
Far away from your trouble and worry. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free.
I hope you enjoyed your visit to Brandon, and you leave here as impressed as I am by the devotion, hard work, and commitment of the staff that works so hard with our boys, and as a result, gives them the self-esteem that they need to be able to be successful and to return back to their own communities and homes and be successful along with their peers.